what's going on? Welcome back to Car Chats, episode 59. I'm your host, Hanley, from On the Line With. We got our guest, K-Rym, coming in a minute. When he does, he'll send me a request, or vice versa, and we'll have him on to chop it up. So, hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. I saw the Jizza, the genius, and he killed it. So, shout out to him. Shout out Raz Fresco, man. He killed his set. I copped some of his merch. Got it signed, Dude was real humble, real personable, man. He was solid, So shout out to Raz Fresco, man. He definitely killed this set at that Jizza show. And shout out Brownson Center for holding such an amazing event. What up, CL? For K-Rym to jump in this, but this Instagram shit always fucking lacking. Oh, here it is. Yo, my guy. There we go. Yo, can you hear me? Yo. You freezing up, bro.
Oh, are we still here?
Yeah, you good now. Now we good. Now you're not frozen.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because, yeah, man, right, I don't know about the lives, and it's always tweaking.
It's all good, bro.
But, yeah.
So, go ahead. Let's do like we did before. Introduce yourself to everyone. Let everybody know who you are, what you do.
All right.
Perfect. Before you start, CL, I'm good, man. I saw the Jizza on the weekend. I kicked it with Raz Fresco for a minute. That was lit. So, it was a good weekend, bro. Hope you had a good day, CL. I hope you're having a great day, CL. I see you a lot making those funny-ass jokes on Facebook. Crack me up all day. But, yeah. So, go ahead, my dude. Introduce yourself and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, man. What's going on, followers? What's up, viewers? It's an honor to be here. Finally, great to meet you, man. And yeah, man, so I'm going to introduce myself. I go by the name of K-Rym Muzishunn. K-Rym for short. I am a self-claimed artist, singer, songwriter, rapper, etc., you name it. Based in Montreal. Just started when it comes to the rap game and kind of being in the game. I just started less than a year ago, but it's been amazing ever since.
What were you doing? Were you involved in music beforehand?
Yeah, I've been involved in music my whole life. Started pretty much at the age of 3.
We got a guest in the chat all the way from Ireland. My guy Nasty. What up, Nasty? Thanks for joining.
Nasty too.
Man, it's gotta be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. there. What are you doing? You're drinking, aren't you, bro? But yeah, no. So everybody, this is K-Rym. He's episode 59 of Car Chats. I appreciate him being on. So yeah, let's get into it, bro. So you only been making hip hop in the last year or so in the rap scene in Montreal. So you were making music before that. What were you doing before that?
Well, I was growing up. I grew up. I was trained classically. Actually, I went to a fine art school from pre-K all the way to senior year, and it had a lot of arts in our curriculum that included visual arts, drama, music, vocal, and instrumental. So it's been involved in my whole life. Plus, there's been a bit of musicians on my father's side of the family as well. But I started since I was as little as 3 years old. I started off with the piano. Then I was trained classically all the way until my late teens. But from there, I decided, let me see what else there is out there, So that's when I kind of turned to rap. I already knew how to make instrumentals, how to compose.
So you know how to make hip-hop beats and stuff like that too, then?
Exactly. I'm still a bit intermediate at it. I still need to up my skills, but all of my music as of now were made by myself, and yeah, it was all made by myself, and I just really enjoyed composing. Then after that, hip hop. From my first my very first track that was "Don't Do It." Actually, I released it 5 years ago,
All right.
and that was the first time I actually turned to hip hop. I've listened, of course, I listen to every type of I listen to every type of genres. It's been with me my whole life, but then from actually making hip hop and actually writing bars, it wasn't easy at first, but I kind of got used to it afterwards.
Right. How do you find like what did you do to get used to being in like hip hop? Like how did you find your way to adapt to it? How did you adapt to it?
Honestly,
I mean,
yeah,
you're surrounded by Montreal, so there's that.
yeah, already surrounded in Montreal, there was a whole lot of that too. And I've been, of course, obviously, I've been listening to hip hop my whole life too. But to adapt and actually making hip hop, I don't think it was too much of a hard task since I already have a very vivid imagination, vivid like sense of composition and stuff like that. It's just performing it at first was too hard, but then it just came with practice, honestly.
Right. And so, what's your most recent song that's out right now?
My most recent song, it came out with my EP. It's entitled "Feel So Good." It's actually part of it's actually part of my kind of like the line the chronological order of the songs that I released, which was a big part of the past few years of my life when I used to deal with my mental health issues. But "Feel So Good," I feel like, yeah, that's one of my best works yet.
You know, my other podcast actually focuses on hip hop and mental health, right? Like it's a
Oh,
main hip hop, well, the arts, but it ended up being a lot more hip hop artists on it, and then it became like known as the hip hop mental health, mental illness podcast. So, if you ever want to come on something like that, let me know. I could open a slot for you on there.
hey, I'm open. I'm open for that
Just
too.
because I heard you mention, I'm not trying to glorify your mental health problems.
No,
I'm just
no.
more like when we're on it, it's a very, very honest and real talk. It's very serious and like genuine. So that's the only reason why I heard that. And I'm like, oh, he could be on the other show too. That'll help him out just twice as much. So
Oh yeah. No, I'm
I'm,
open for that. Thanks for
I'm
the invitation with it too.
support. I just do the support, and like when it comes to the mental health, I relate because I have my own mental illness as well. Like I have bipolar, so I know like fuck day to day struggle. Day to day is not easy for a lot of people, but a lot of people don't seem to realize that because they can't see the actual illness.
Yeah, that's the worst part, man. You can't see it, and then when it's too late, it's all about damn. I wish we knew earlier, but
Yeah, but
that's a whole
we'll
different subject.
we'll save that for the other show, and we'll get back to this. Hold on. Do you know Sam? You know Sama
Yeah,
four?
Sam Up Four is a new artist in Montreal. And I got, yeah, Sama's music is amazing. So shout out
Well,
Sama. Thank you for the
tried to
compliment.
the live. Unfortunately, I don't let people join the lives when it's a one-on-one interview. But Sam, if you ever want to interview yourself, feel free to hit me up, and we can set that up anytime. And
Oh
yeah.
yeah, man.
So back to your music. What was the song called? Sorry, I lost it while we
It's
were talking about.
entitled "Feel So Good." It's part of my EP entitled "Life Is Hopeless." And the whole EP itself is kind of a representation of my past 3-4 years of like when my mental health issues were kind of peaking,
Right.
and it's the series of songs I was inspired by these events.
Okay. And do you find that with that being said about the mental health, just for a moment, you find that this is a better outlet for it, like the hip hop aspect of it, or
Yeah, exactly. It's got that has hip hop to it. I rap hip hop, and of course, growing up in the classical field, of course, I had to put my classical twist into it, and that's pretty much
and
it. But yeah,
compose compose and produce everything yourself? What
yeah,
about recording aspect?
Recording aspect, I actually go to a studio to record and to do the mixing and mastering.
And who's that?
At
What studio is that?
yeah, Studio Easy Coast in NDG in Montreal.
Oh,
They're really,
no damn good.
yeah, man. Yeah. No, love NDG, man. They've been showing me love for a long time now. So yeah,
My
can,
pops,
can,
my pops was from there. We grew up. We were back and forth there when I was younger and shit. So
yeah,
I'm
that's
from
cool, man. That's cool.
I'm from Montreal originally, you know. So like I'm
Originally,
a Montreal artist.
okay. Where are you based? Where are you based now?
I'm in Ottawa now.
Ah, okay,
Not
okay,
far.
okay. That's cool.
Not far.
Yeah,
I'm
not
gonna
too
be
far, not too far.
there in a couple weeks for that Smith and Wesson show that HSR is opening for and stuff.
Yeah, shout out my man HSR, man. I love that guy.
That's where I think got us connected. That's who I found you through. I found you through. I think we did
Oh,
an interview, right?
okay, you had an interview with him. I gotta go catch that episode.
Did you do an episode with him?
With him, no, I haven't. I haven't.
Then I think I just came across you randomly, and I liked your music, so I think that's even better.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, shout out to HSR, man. Love his music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
I
his
used
song.
to, yeah, man, I used to deliver with Amazon, and I played his tracks back to back on the road, and yeah, man, that was one nice way to motivate myself and have a little laugh too, because he's got this comedic twist to his music too, man, and I like that.
I love his song title, man. They make me laugh. Still, my favorite song title he made is "I Go to Therapy Because I Can't Snitch." That's what I mean, man. Like, and it's true. Like, I mean, for the most part. But yeah, so
that's true. That is so true, man. But yeah, I gotta go listen to more
what,
of that too, man.
have you made any beats or composed any beats for any other artists in the city?
I have not just yet. Everything I've done for now was for myself and kind of just in terms of perfecting my craft before I go ahead and make instruments for others.
Right.
But that's actually one of the goals that I'm striving for the near future.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Well, bro, if you're ever looking to make a beat for someone, you can holler at me because I'm looking for beats to start an EP up that I'm recording, and I'm always looking for different producers to help out. It's all the proceeds are gonna go to mental health initiatives and everything. So.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool, man. We'll keep in contact for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's amazing, man.
Yeah. So. What are your plans now that you dropped After It Feels So Good? What's your next project? What's coming up next?
So next projects right now, I'm doing shows at least once a month around town, just to kind of get myself out there a bit more.
That's good, man.
Just this weekend I was down in Vermont, in Mooresville to be exact, to give a show. Shout out to my man Big Homie West. Big Homie West.
I got a lot of homies I interviewed from Vermont. Shout out just recently, actually, a few episodes before you, there was Box Guts, who's in Vermont. The person on the podcast most recently is FFD Ross. He's from Vermont. Mad Star's from Vermont. Gee, I can go on. There's tons.
Oh yeah, no, they got a lot of talents. They got a lot of talents down there too, man. That night when I went to the show and then I performed, and the vibe was amazing, man. The vibe was just great. The funny part about about Mooresville is that apparently people don't know that there's a music scene in Mooresville, because when I went to the border and they asked me what the purpose was, and I said, yeah, I'm attending a showdown in Mooresville. They were like, what type of show? And I'm like, oh, it's a local hip hop show. They're like, in Mooresville? And I'm like, yeah.
That's why Vermont's so underrated that people don't even think that they have a scene, and like they have like a humongous scene.
Exactly. And I thought Montreal was underrated, but after that situation, and even coming back, the Canadian Guard said the same thing too. Like, music scene in Mooresville, and I was like, yeah, man. I was like, y'all are sleeping, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, great guys down there, man. And as soon as I see some new opportunities in Montreal, I'm gonna try and get some of them up here too in Montreal.
Yeah, definitely. If you do end up hollering wanting any of Vermont MCs up there, let me know so I can tell you some of the homies I got that can come through.
Oh, definitely, man. No,
I just
that's amazing.
I went to a concert on the weekend. I went to see the Jizza, and that was amazing.
Oh, oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
would have been dope,
saw
man.
Jizza and I saw Raz Fresco. They were both amazing, man. They're absolutely amazing.
I No, it shows like that. It shows like that that kind of has me like watching and admiring and just learning for myself as well.
Bro, Jizza,
Because
all it was he was just standing on stage. He had everyone just watching. Like it was, I was in amazement. I was like, how do you do this?
yo, he just shows up and then boom, you know. Yeah, man, these guys are legends, man. Pioneers of the whole game.
It might be the last time you see him, possibly on stage. Well, no, he's coming to Montreal with Nas and Wu-Tang in October, so that's definitely the last time we'll probably see Nas on tour. But and probably the Wu-Tang, man, they're getting up there. So like,
Yeah, man. Now I'll make sure to show up
uh,
for these because I've missed
I'm,
out way
yeah,
too much.
I'm definitely gonna check them in October. So yeah, we'll probably keep in touch and maybe we could reach and link up over there for sure.
Definitely, man. That'll be my pleasure.
Still a minute from now, so I'm not stressing it just yet. But
Exactly, man.
I am in town in a couple weeks, so maybe if I'm there in town and you're not busy during the week sometime, I can hit
Yeah,
you up.
man. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know, man. We'll see. See
Yeah,
what we could do, man. I could even move plans if I have to. So, but yeah.
don't worry about it. I'd love to come through and see some unreleased music and vibe with you, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what I'm doing with my shows lately because
Yeah,
like Life is Hopeless is out, but then I have some another handful of unreleased tracks that I like to perform also, just for the people that actually come to support me to get that sneak peek, you know.
yeah,
And that's what I've been doing lately too. Aside from the doing shows, I've been composing more. But now that I have Life is Hopeless out, which was more of a hip hop with voiceover, lots of classical aspects into it, but that was a bit more of a personal project that I finally got out the
yeah.
way. Now I'm trying to kind of expand my creativity by being a bit more versatile.
And, and what do you plan on for this project? Do you have a name for the new project?
Not just a few that project just yet. Now it's just composing, and then after I get all my stuff done, I'll see what I could do to put them all together in a pretty logical way.
Right.
But now, yeah, now it's just whatever pops up in my head, I just go ahead and write. And right, so far I got reggae, I got soca, I got some dance hall, I got some more hip hop, some R&B. It's gonna be interesting.
I love when they used to mix like the reggae and soca and hip hop beats back in the day. Like they'd come out so hard, but you always have to have like the right artists on it, or it just sounds flat.
Exactly, and that's especially in terms of the of a DJing event, and you gotta really know your stuff, man.
Energy is important on those type of beats.
Oh, really is. It really is, man.
You can't just go and start talking on it and shit, and like your regular rhyming type shit. You gotta be like, you gotta want to be doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta want to do it, man, and even performing it on stage is a whole nother vibe, a whole nother kind of, how do you say, whole kind of dedication for your listeners
So
and
do
your family
you
supporters.
plan on incorporating any like reggae into your new or any soca into your new projects?
Yeah, I already composed one. I have to head to the studio for that soon. I think that's gonna be my next release. Then I
Okay,
have another track, Wasteland Therapy, that I've been performing since last summer, but
I like
I need to record that. Sorry?
I like the name.
Ah, thanks. But yeah, I need to record that song because every time I have a show and they're like, yeah, perform that song, but I actually need to record and release it. 'Cause I feel like that will be the track that will make an impact.
Well,
But
that's
yeah,
important, bro. Like especially in like the scene you're in Montreal, it's hard to get like past everyone else that's trying to do the same thing. But with the right joint, like that's all it takes is one record, and you make an impact, and then you're ahead of everybody in line.
Exactly.
It sucks for everyone else, but that's just how the game goes.
Exactly. That's how the game goes. But me, to be honest, me, it's not trying. I'm not trying to kind of like tower myself over everybody and say like I'm the
No,
best and
it's never
stuff
like,
like that, man.
a lot of the time it's just luck.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's just luck, and it's just like when I used to do YouTube videos. Some YouTube videos, because I used to do reaction videos on YouTube, and some videos are like, oh yeah, that video is gonna slap. But other videos, I'm like, nah, I'm not too cool with it, but I'll just post it just because for my repertoire. And then those tend to be the ones that would boom the most, you know?
What up, Bam Fiji? He says,
Yeah, Bam Fiji, my man Fiji, yeah, man.
I don't know if
It's my guy from college.
it's me or to you, but either way, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, man, Bam Fiji, another artist out here in Montreal,
A
man.
word?
Yo, welcome, quick. Yeah, man, and then
Like I
we're
always
gonna.
if you're I just followed you if you ever interested in a follow back. Yeah, not a follow back, sorry. If you're ever interested, no, nobody give a fuck about a follow back. If you're ever interested in an interview or whatever, bro, hit me up. We can do an interview with you. I'm always down. Trust me, it's easy as hell. All you gotta do is ask, or all you gotta do is say yes. You could ask homie right here, he'll vouch for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're gonna be cooking something soon too, man.
Yeah, I hope we do too. You got me stoked because knowing that you're classically trained and stuff, that gets me like super stoked to work with people because I'm like, yes, they're gonna know what they're doing.
Thanks, man. For sure. For sure, for sure. Definitely, man. I'm always down for collabs and working with
Well,
other people too.
time that week, I'm gonna be going to that Smith and Wesson show, and then after that, I'm gonna be recording music. Well, before the show, I'm gonna be making some music, recording and shit. So if you want to kick it and record some music that day, maybe I could holler at homie that's gonna be letting me at his crib, or regardless, I'll be there Friday through Sunday after that Smith and Wesson show. So we have that whole weekend if you want through.
Yeah, man. We'll find something. We'll find something. I'm optimistic about it, man. Trying to build my catalog and get on the same stage as my man's right here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You'll get some music out, and then yeah. As soon as I see all openings, man, I always like to refer my fellow artists, you know.
No, this guy's gonna be stoked to fucking see you perform now, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll be stoked as well.
I'm glad he's saying that your crowd engagement is like 10 out of 10 because that's like people
Thanks.
forget that shit, man. People for the top 3 things people forget to do is remember their set list. That's in no specific order. In no specific order is remember their set list, breath control, and crowd engagement. Those are the
Oh
top
yeah.
3 you get all the fucking time, bro. And I
Oh,
hate it.
definitely.
No disrespect to the up and comers just new to it. I'm not hating on you, trust me. I'm talking about people that have been doing this for years and they're just still on stage sounding like they're fucking should be walking around with an oxygen tank and shit. Like, bro, where is your breath control? Like
Yeah.
like we're
Yep. That's why.
a crowd that paid money to see you. Like
Exactly. That's why you gotta stick around, do some warm-ups, practices, even on the free time, you know.
I always said buying that ticket is basically an investment. Like, is it really gonna be worth my money, or is it gonna make me fall back? Because like, if they're not fucking putting on a good show, what a waste of money. Why did I put money in? Why did I invest in that? You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, that's exactly it, man.
And if it wasn't, there wouldn't be scalpers for big shows. You
Yep.
know, people look at it like me a lot of the time because I look outside the box here and there, and like, I'm like, man, you motherfuckers are really, really making me put investments in the tickets. Like,
Yep. Exactly. And that's what I've been seeing as well. And it really depends on the artist. Like, by example, about a good decade ago, my mom went to see Lauryn Hill, and it was like she came back and she was like, man, I don't know, man. She was late, and then she looked like she was despaired. And after a few weeks later, my uncle, who organized the local show with local artists, and my mom went, and she's like, "Yeah, I had so much fun. It's like, I had fun when I'm saying that I had more fun at a Lauryn Hill show. No disrespect to Lauryn Hill, man. This woman is a legend,
yeah.
legend in the game. But it just kind of depends on the person and the day and what they're
You know what
feeling.
else I think think it is. I think a lot of artists get to the point where they're like, I've done this so many times, it's always the same thing, so they feel like they don't have to do fuck all because they're gonna get paid regardless because they showed up. And
Yup,
then
exactly.
you get 50% up front and then the 50% after completion. So like either way, if they go and they don't even want to do it, they still got like whatever like the person paid them up front. And like to bring Lauryn Hill to the city, it's got to be a couple $100,000. So like she got half of that. She could have been like, it's all good, and it just bounced.
And then bounce. Yeah.
You know, like
Which
Fred,
is, yeah.
man, it's investment throughout the whole game, like through the organizers, promoters, artists, the fans, merchandisers, cameramen, like everybody there is investing in at least one thing in that building in that night, guaranteed.
Exactly, man. And that's why it's so important to me. Well, lately, well, a lot of the times my shows have been like $10 or free or whatnot. But despite that, the fact I'm still acknowledging that people are coming out to see me.
Time is money, even if it's free, bro. Time is money. I could have went to another show, paid $5, and had a better time.
Yeah, and even at that,
it's just always that's it. Like it's fun, it's crazy.
Exactly, and I'm still acknowledging the fact that people are coming out to making their way to come and see me, and of course, whether I'm tired or whatnot, man, I'm still here to give people a show, man.
Yeah.
Still here to be a show.
When you do your performances, like for the hip hop, like that you're doing now, are you playing any instruments live or anything?
No, I haven't, but that could be a good idea, though.
Good, bro. You're classically trained. I think that brings a whole nother element and a lot more, a different demographic too. You'll have more people who like live guitar playing or something, and they'll like watching. And then you got every different circle in the club or bar or wherever you're at be interested in it over one aspect of what you're doing. Like that brings a whole new element, And if you're trained, I mean, what's to lose?
Yeah, but that's definitely gonna be something to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll think of something. But right now, yeah, I'm just doing my shows. I'm gonna get a few music out. But then, the more that time goes, the more interesting I'm gonna make my my performances.
Do you play acoustic guitar too?
No, I started. I tried. I was in second grade. I tried, but I left it alone. But I mostly play the piano that I need to get back on. And then at school, I played the classical percussions. I used to be in orchestra, and then drum set as well. I need to get back on all these instruments because I haven't played in a few years. But I gotta get my chops back up.
I feel you. No, but yeah, I was asking because I was gonna say if you play an acoustic guitar, I already have an idea for a track in mind. So I was like, damn.
Interesting. Yeah, man. But even at that, I'm still open to learning new instruments as well.
So,
and then,
when's your next show?
My next show, I'm performing April 1st, Saturday, April 1st at the Blue Dog for another underground show, Montreal United, organized by CY Southwest.
Yeah, shout out CY Southwest, an OG in the Montreal scene.
Yeah, he is, man. The more I'm meeting new people in the scene, the more I'm realizing, like, oh, damn, I'm not dealing with just anybody here, you know.
You got a lot of other people on like that are around CY are like OGs, like Rico Blocks and shit like that. He'll be at stuff like that. Natasha Marie, he'll be at stuff like that.
Yeah.
At
Exactly. My last show before Vermont, there was Natasha Marie, great entertainer, great performer, man. Her music is also just as versatile, and yeah, that's what I like about the scene.
Ever do come up with if you need a feature artist for like a reggaeton or soca song, I think she could kill it. There's like she's Trini, right? So like she knows the energy she needs to bring. So
yes. Especially Trinity, man. The West Indians in general, man. Great entertainers, man. Especially in the dancehall scene, the soca scene. It's just wow. I base a lot of my performances. I get a lot of my inspiration from West Indian artists when it comes to like the power and the crowd control and all that.
I'm not classically trained. I just know my genres of music very well.
Yeah, basically. But that's okay, man.
That would fit things well, and I know like what each genre you need to like essentially bring.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one thing about me also. I kind of like to fuse the genres as well.
Yeah,
Some of them have worked, some of them has worked a bit less. But either way, I there's something about genre fusion that I like a lot
yeah.
too.
It's always good to see like different elements of other genres put into hip hop, and some, like you said, sometimes it works, sometimes not so much. But like the point is, like, you're trying, and like it's another thing that you could potentially use to your benefit, because it could be one of those. Uh, Sorry, my fucking phone's going off like crazy. I should have put it on silent. I always forget.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I know. It's something that could benefit you when it comes to like if you just put out like an instrumental for someone to use and the song goes big. Well, like there you go. It was just the instrumental, and now you're just getting a bag for the rest of your life.
Exactly. No, that's
or
exactly true. That's
or it
true.
could be your track yourself, self-produced, and it just go big, and then you just made total royalties on it, and not have to share shit. I mean, that's even better.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, man.
what
Mhm.
is your last project was kind of like you dealing with like your mental health stuff, and is that the Critter Make? I think it is. I'm not sure if that's the Critter Make. That's the one that made the Genius Kanye documentary or not. If it is, yo, shout out Critter Make. Uh,
Yo, shut
uh,
up.
yeah, and sorry, I got lost when I saw that. My bad. Uh,
Yeah, no
yeah, your
worries.
project. You said it was like for your mental health, like and like personal project. Did you find that more of like emotional like type of album, like whereas like
Oh, it really is.
what's
It
that?
really is. It really is. It really is. Because I took it. It was inspired by my events, but I pretty much a lot of the times I've dramatized it and dramatized it in a very musical kind of dramatic way
Yeah,
because I feel like, yeah, had it been like straight up exactly what I've been through, I don't think I would have really released it.
right.
So it was
Do
still pretty much dramatized, especially the headlining track that is "Life Is Hopeless." That goes to a different level of. It really goes to a next level kind of depth of seriousness, because it gets to the point where it gets to the kind of like a. I don't know if I can say this on live or I'll be
you,
censored, but kind of like the
you
suicide part.
know, that's,
And,
trust me, you won't get. If anybody gets reported, it'll be me. That's why I had a 3-day ban, and that's why I'm only able to go live today for the first time.
oh no,
Yeah, it's
man, they
always,
banned you. That
I don't know, man. Haters love to say my shit's being bullying or offensive. I don't know how. I'm
oh,
I'm, I'm interviewing musical artists. How am I bullying you?
exactly, exactly, man. I don't know,
Are
man.
you mad you're not on the show, bitch? Message.
No, you could just ask you, and then you're
You
good.
know?
Like, you're right now,
And
it's a report.
what's up, Critter May? Thanks for joining. But
Shout
yeah,
out to mate.
this new project. Well, the project that you're going to be working on is going to be a more upbeat type project.
Yeah. What I'm doing now is more upbeat, and I'm kind of expressing more like the different moods and versatile genres from one extreme to the other. Some will be more groovy, some will be more like fast paced, some will be just normal. Some of it just feel good music, some of them still sad music. So it's kind of like a different kind of like I don't want to say different personalities type of album, but yeah, right now I'm just writing and getting them out, but then I'll see how I could properly put everything together.
Yeah,
Right now I don't have an idea just yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working
I
on it.
just wanted to see in comparison to your your project that's already released, if there was going to be a different vibe and emotional feel to it. So yeah, I get the idea that you introduced yourself as like who you are and how you're feeling at that time, but like you could show them that like I could also make you like
That,
I can make you jump. You know what I mean? Like so, like that's what's up, bro. I'm looking forward to hearing both one,
thanks. Nah,
one another, see them in contrast. So
yeah, and I really appreciate it. But this time, my music will be a bit more, a bit more upbeat, a bit more, yeah, just a bit more kind of how to say, kind of reaching more of like the mainstream, but still staying true to myself and how I'm feeling at the time of like the composition and the songwriting too.
right,
So it's just at the time it was just the bad times and stuff like that, and kind of coming to the realization with myself. But then afterwards, yeah, for now it's just how I feel at the time and
yeah,
what other messages do I want to kind of send to the listener also.
word. And do you have an idea when this follow-up project's going to be released? Like any estimate?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I'd have to start planning that too, but it also depends on the amount of songs I'll be writing as well.
Right.
Well, writing it's a slow project, slow process. Like whenever I write my music, it's always a very slow process.
And what is your process when writing music? Are you like someone that has to sit down, write the whole song, or right away, or finish it, or are you someone that takes pieces back and forth?
Yeah, me, I go piece by piece. Like the people that go and say, yeah, I wrote that song in 2 hours. Honestly, I respect their skill. Honestly,
That's
I'm
like
very
me. I'm fast as hell sometimes. Sometimes I'm like constantly going back and forth. I have no like one process for some reason.
yeah. No, I really respect that skill, man. I honestly wish that I had that skill too. Actually, no, the song Queen. I think that was the fastest, the one I wrote in the fastest time. I wrote it in 2 nights
Yeah.
because that was at the time. That was at the time of the situation, and
Okay.
I was still petty as hell. But the rest of them, it was just really piece by piece. Sometimes I go a few weeks without writing, but then I come back whenever I have the rest of the idea. But especially Life is Hopeless was about 4-ish years in the making. Because yeah, it's just a process, like a chronological order of my events
Right.
that I finally got to put together. But this one I know I'm gonna complete in, like, if I was to release the next album, I know it'll be in a lesser amount of time, but it's still gonna be that same process, just piece by piece, and
Word.
see how I go with it.
All right. Word. Well, bro, when we get closer to you dropping some more recent content, like towards your new project, we'll reconnect and have a second interview. You're always welcome on the show.
Ah,
For now,
thank you so
yeah,
much, man. No, it's an honor, for real.
I'm glad you're in a better headspace now, because like we don't need another one gone, we don't need another one lost to like suicide or anything. So from me to you,
Yeah,
I'm very glad that you're still here with us. I'm glad I'm able to talk to you and you're not gone. I'm glad it wasn't too late, and I'm glad you
yo.
were able to find an alternative in the music. So can't wait to hear your new project. I was checking some of your most recent project out yesterday, so I could be ready for today.
Thanks, man.
I'll,
Yeah, I appreciate it,
I'll
man. Thanks. Yeah, right now everything that I have out is part of the EP, but I'm
yeah,
gonna try and be more consistent with it though.
yeah, and they can find that anywhere that streams music, right?
Yeah, anywhere in where I could get the music, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes,
Yeah.
etc. I really put it on all platforms, so you can find me anywhere.
Again, this is K-Rym.
Yo,
I'm your man from On the Line with. This has been episode 59 of Car Chats. I appreciate you coming on. If you have any links or anything you want to pass on, go ahead, man. Give them out real quick. And then, yeah, again, not following me, please follow me. Anyone not following K-Rym, please follow K-Rym. And you'll find his name in the description and everything when I post a video in a few minutes. But any links you need to
yeah. But first, man, thank you for having me, and thank you for the kind words that you said just a second ago, man. It really means a lot
bro,
personally.
I've been
And then,
here every day with like being bipolar, bro. I have chronic lows, man. Like that's probably one of the main things I think about more than anything else. So like, I know what it's like to constantly think about wanting to do it and then like having to fight not do it. So like,
Yeah,
trust me.
man. Trust me, man.
I'll just say this. I was on the same bridge ready to jump with you if you want to say it like that. So like, but we decide
Yeah,
not
man.
for reasons.
We've had not too, and it's a blessing for us to still be out here,
It is.
man. So
But
yeah,
you got to check on your peoples, you know. So now that I'm aware that you go through things similar to that, you'll have a lot more check-ins from me. Cause I'm gonna be like an annoying ass motherfucker, like, yo, you good?
yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm that type of guy too, man. Randomly, I'll pass by and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Just passing by to say hi.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, you're always welcome on the show. You're part of the On the Line with family anytime you want to be on. So yeah, drop
Man,
things, bro.
thank you so
Let
much.
them know what else you want them to know before we take off. And
Yeah, man.
again, Hanley, episode 59 with K-Rym. And we'll be back in a couple hours for episode 60. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man.
Take us out.
Thank you very much for the show. Thanks for everyone watching and listening. Thank you for all the support. I mean, I just got started, but you know what? Just know I'm here to stay, and I'm here to work with you guys, and we all rise together, man. You guys could follow me here, man, on Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram. Then Life is Hopeless is out on all platforms. You can check it on the link in my bio. And yeah, man, thank you for everybody that's been rocking with me since the beginning. Last but not least, rest in peace, YK Lyrical, justice for Nikas. Yo, we still.
White Hair Lyrical. I said that a few episodes back on our interview, man. Yeah, justice for fucking White Hair Lyrical, man. The Montreal system has always been corrupt, racist, and fucked up. It's not new to people. It's just a shame that it's happening to the younger generation because
Really a shame.
they expect more. But you know, like definitely justice for YK Lyrical. Thank you for bringing that up. And
Yeah,
whenever
no,
on
justice for Nikas, man. Always. We have to. Yeah,
that
we
fight
can.
stop.
Mhm.
That fight can't stop. The mayor can't just put a blanket over that shit.
No, we can't. Can't put a blanket over that, man. Because we going to make some noise if we have to, for real, man. Still, till this day, still hurts me personally, man. And I can't imagine the pain for the family. But yeah, man. J.O., he needs justice. Justice for Nikas, man.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, so RIP to all the ones that we lost to injustice, especially the indigenous. There's a lot of indigenous who go through it. I mean, the minority people always go through it the most, man. And like, so, you know, big love to you, bro, for bringing that up. Honestly, YK Lyrical, man, justice for YK, for sure. It's mad love. I just recently started getting known to music, and then when I started getting known to it, I found out what happened, and it was upsetting to me. You know what I mean? Because I've lost people to similar violence. I mean, I think a lot of us have. If we've grown up in the hip hop scene, we all have one story at the minimum.
At the minimum, man. For sure, man.
Definitely.
Right.
Salute to YK Lyrical. I'm sure he's up there banging wherever he is, and shout out to his mom, man, his family. I'm sure they're still going through it. You never not stop going through it. So like, no parent should be burying their son, especially that young at 21. So,
never,
yeah,
man. Yeah, suck, man. You said it all, man.
You're a real one, bro. You're a real one for bringing that up. So again, shout out to you. Shout out YK Lyrical, and RIP to everyone we lost injustice. And we'll be back in a couple hours, like I said, for episode 60 of Car Chats. But don't worry, the vibe won't be as so sad and upsetting. I'll bring the vibe back. But
that's my fault. I'm always doing this.
But we have to say, there's only so many platforms. But yo, thanks for coming on, my dude.
Hey,
K-Rym,
man.
Let's go. We out. Peace, bro.
Take care, man.